We have seen some of the biggest mega projects failing all around the world. But what about construction fails? Sometimes the biggest stores catch fire, while on the other hand, a fatality occurs, killing thousands of people due to one major design flaw. In this video, we are covering the biggest construction fails that happen when engineering goes wrong. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so, as it helps us make new exciting videos like these. Number 5. Millennium Tower. San Francisco's Millennium Tower, once a symbol of luxury and innovation, has become a cautionary tale of engineering mistakes and devastating consequences. This towering titan of steel and glass, completed in 2009, has been steadily sinking and tilting since its inception. The cause of this alarming descent lies in a combination of factors. Firstly, the tower's foundation, resting on friction piles instead of bedrock, proved inadequate for its immense weight. Secondly, the dewatering of nearby construction sites further destabilized the ground, causing the tower to sink unevenly. The consequences have been significant and far-reaching. The tower has sunk over 17 inches and tilted by 18 inches, causing major structural damage. Windows have cracked, doors don't close properly, and residents report feeling seasickness due to the constant tilting. The estimated cost of repairs and mitigation efforts is staggering, reaching hundreds of millions of dollars. Beyond the financial woes, the Millennium Tower's failure has cast a shadow over the integrity of modern construction practices. It has sparked debates about engineering ethics, regulatory oversight, and the long-term consequences of prioritizing aesthetics and profit over structural stability. This towering failure serves as a stark reminder that even the most ambitious architectural endeavors are vulnerable to flaws in planning and execution as we strive to build ever taller and more daring structures. Number 4. China's Ghostscraper. Towering 60 floors above Changsha, China, the unfinished Sky City promised to become a symbol of modern progress. Yet its ambition tragically collided with reality in 2020 when the massive steel structure began tilting at an alarming rate. This Ghostscraper, as it became known, was a stark reminder of the fragility of human ambition in the face of unchecked construction practices and potential disregard for safety regulations. The causes of Sky City's failure are still under investigation, but experts speculate that a combination of factors contributed to its demise. These include insufficient foundation design. The building's foundation may not have been strong enough to support its massive weight, especially on the unstable soil conditions of the site. Rapid construction. The project was built at an alarming pace, which might have compromised the quality of construction and led to potential safety hazards. Cutting corners. There are concerns that cost-cutting measures may have been implemented, leading to the use of inferior materials or insufficient structural support. The consequences of Sky City's failure were far-reaching. The tilting structure forced the evacuation of neighboring buildings and businesses, causing significant economic disruption. Additionally, the demolition of the structure was a complex and costly process, further impacting the local community. More than just an architectural failure, Sky City represents a broader cautionary tale. It highlights the need for rigorous safety standards and responsible construction practices in the pursuit of ambitious projects. The Ghostscraper stands as a haunting reminder that even the most impressive structures can crumble when ambition outweighs caution. Its legacy serves as a sobering call for a more mindful approach to urban development, prioritizing safety and sustainability over unchecked ambition. Number 3. Texas Harbor Bridge. The Texas Harbor Bridge, once a hopeful contender for the 8th Wonder of the World title, has sadly become the poster child for ambition gone awry. This bridge, meant to be the crown jewel of the Lone Star State's maritime industry, ended up being a real bridge to nowhere after a dramatic collapse that sent debris flying and jaws dropping. Now, instead of being hailed as a marvel of engineering, the Texas Harbor Bridge is more like a cautionary tale straight out of a bad sci-fi movie. Imagine a structure so ambitious that it literally couldn't hold its own weight, crumbling under the pressure of its own grandiosity. Talk about a bridge too far. The economic impact of this epic fail was enough to make even the most optimistic Texan weep. Millions of dollars vanished faster than a tumbleweed in a hurricane, leaving the local economy reeling. And don't even get me started on the environmental damage. The bay became a debris-filled soup, causing marine life to do the aquatic version of a facepalm. But hey, every disaster is an opportunity for learning, right? The Texas Harbor Bridge, in its own tragic way, has taught us a valuable lesson about the importance of careful planning, realistic goals, and listening to those pesky engineers who keep pointing out the flaws in our brilliant ideas. So the next time someone proposes a project that sounds too good to be true, remember the Texas Harbor Bridge. It may have been a colossal flop, but it sure as heck made for a memorable story. And who knows, maybe someday we'll see it rise again, this time avoiding the pitfalls of its past and becoming the true marvel it was always meant to be. Until then, let's raise a glass to the bridge too far and hope that its legacy serves as a reminder to aim high, but not too high, and to always heed the warnings of those who know better. Number 2. Sampoong Department Store collapse, South Korea. In the heart of Seoul, where glitz and glamour reigned supreme, stood the Sampoong Department Store. A symbol of prosperity and progress, its pink facade reflected the dreams and aspirations of a nation rising from the ashes. But on that fateful day in June 1995, the dreams turned to dust, and the Pink Palace crumbled under the weight of greed and neglect. The collapse of Sampoong wasn't just a tragic accident, it was a horrifying expose of a society where profit trumped safety, where ambition blinded reason, and where shortcuts became the norm. Corners were cut, warnings ignored, and inferior materials used, all in the relentless pursuit of a quick buck. The consequences were devastating. 502 lives were snuffed out, dreams shattered, and families forever scarred. The once vibrant heart of Seoul became a scene of utter devastation, a grim reminder of the fragility of life and the dangers of unchecked ambition. The shockwaves of Sampoong reverberated throughout South Korea, shattering the nation's pride and exposing the dark underbelly of its rapid economic growth. It was a wake-up call, a stark reminder that progress without responsibility is a recipe for disaster. The aftermath was a period of mourning, introspection, and ultimately reform. Building codes were tightened, regulations strengthened, and a newfound focus on safety emerged. Sampoong became a symbol of a nation learning from its mistakes, striving to rebuild not just its infrastructure, but also its values. Today, the Sampoong site stands as a somber memorial, a constant reminder of the tragedy. But it also serves as a symbol of resilience, a testament to the human spirit's ability to rise from the ashes. The Pink Palace may be gone, but its story continues to resonate. A cautionary tale for future generations, reminding them that progress is only meaningful when built on the foundations of responsibility and safety. Number 1. Versailles Wedding Hall, Jerusalem, Israel. Amidst the swirling skirts and joyful laughter of a wedding celebration in Jerusalem, tragedy struck on that fateful evening of May 24, 2001. The opulent Versailles Wedding Hall, a symbol of love and hope, became a scene of unimaginable horror as its third floor collapsed, plunging unsuspecting guests into a nightmarish abyss. The cause? A cocktail of negligence and ambition. The Paul Call construction method, used to speed up construction, proved disastrously inadequate. Poor materials and faulty design conspired to create a ticking time bomb, waiting for the moment to detonate. That moment arrived with a wave of happy feet, dancing and celebrating a new beginning. The floor gave way, swallowing lives and crushing dreams under a cascade of debris. The joyous wedding music turned into screams of terror, the air filled with dust and despair. 23 lives were tragically lost, 380 more were injured, and a city was left in mourning. The once gleaming hall became a monument to grief, a constant reminder of the devastating consequences of prioritizing profit over safety. The aftermath was a whirlwind of anger, sorrow, and demands for justice. Investigations revealed the web of negligence and accountability, leading to lawsuits, punishments and a profound sense of betrayal. But tragedy can also be a catalyst for change. In the wake of the Versailles Wedding Hall collapse, building codes were strengthened, regulations tightened, and a commitment to safety born from the ashes of loss. When engineering goes wrong, lives are in danger. That's why we must understand how grave small construction mistakes could be. Whether it's engineers not properly doing their job or natural occurrences of these issues, it's still one of the biggest issues to this date. And if you want to be up to date with more videos like these, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon. We will see you in the next one.